these Ugg boots right here. These are my size, and I think they'd be great to keep in Boston for walking lumpy. They have a little bit of a sheen to them. Pretty cool. This is a brand I'm unfamiliar with. I just figured I would look it up because it said made in New York City. I'm not finding any branding on it, but it's a nice little black coat that I thought was pretty nice. This, I'm sure, is J. Crew, but it's missing a button here, and it doesn't have the tag up here. I do love the color. I do love these blazer knits, but I'm gonna pass on that one. I love this little set from Crate and Barrel. They say square, wine, and dine, made in the USA. Looks like a set of 7 or 8. Have your wine glass here and your hors d'oeuvres. It's only $2.99. It's the new color. These are definitely coming home with me. And this I thought was really interesting too. This is Schwartz plastic. These are like little nesting trinkets. I like the little green accent. Here's another cashmere piece I want to keep for myself. It is by Quiana, which is a bag brand. I love the style of this, so I'm getting this. These are some Kate Spade flats that are really cute, but I'm not seeing a price. I thought they'd be cute for Valentine's Day. This is a Uniqlo shirt that is half off and new with tag. These Abercrombie faux leather pants I've had some success with, and they're high-rise straight. I'm gonna grab those. This I am so on the fence about because this is a new old stock trench coat sold at Jordan Marsh, Hart, Schaefer, and Marks, or Schaffner and Marks. Look at made in the USA. Then right here, wool. Anyway, some of the comps on these were so good. I think it's coming home with me. And then I got these really cute Athleta pants that are a good style. And here is a Christian Dior Monsieur one size robe. Does not have the belt, but it's a half off item. So I think I'm gonna grab it. I like these cute little socks. I'm thinking about giving these to my friend Tina for her daughter. And there's this Urban Outfitters sweater for me. I think I gotta get home to Lumpy because I fear he's crying now.
Before we jump into today's haul, I just want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor. Thanks Ritual for sponsoring today's video. For 30% off your first order with Ritual, be sure to go to ritual.com/LoriTata30. For 2025, I really wanted to get on track with my health. I started by losing some weight in 2024, and in 2025, I want to take care of myself from the inside out. I've tried so many probiotics before, and I've finally found one that works for me. This is Ritual's Synbiotic Plus probiotic, and it's truly made such a difference. This has the cleanest, freshest, mintiest smell. They are a joy to take every day. All you need is 1 capsule per day, and you can take it with or without food. I feel so much less bloated now that I'm taking the Synbiotic Plus probiotic. This is more than your average probiotic. It contains 2 of the world's most clinically studied probiotic strands: prebiotic to support the growth of beneficial bacteria, and postbiotics to support gut barrier function. The prebiotics are designed to target the undesirable bacteria in your gut and support the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. The probiotic is designed to help support your immune system, which is so important during the cold and flu season of the winter months. It's estimated that 70% of the immune system is located in the gut. 1 daily capsule for simple, streamlined gut support. You can't beat it. They're designed with moisture controlled bottle technology, which means you don't have to refrigerate these capsules, which is really great. If you're on the go, you can just pop these in your bag and always have them with you. I've tried so many probiotics and I'm so grateful that I finally found one that really works for me. Now they're having their New Year's sale, which has been extended to the end of January. It's the best time to try it. You can save 30% off your entire Ritual order. Symbiotic is now just $37.80 instead of $54 during their New Year sale. Use my link at ritual.com/LoriTata30. You can also scan the QR code and get your 30% discount today. Let's check out this amazing haul now from Boston Goodwill. Hi everybody, I am back. This is like my first haul, my first official haul that I have filmed in 2025. I have my little companion here. I purchased this sweater. I just loved the color of this. It wasn't any fancy brand or anything. It was that brand Marled, which I think I see at like TJ Maxx and stuff. I just loved the color. And it was half off. So this cost $2.75. I had originally wanted to go to the Goodwill on Commonwealth Ave, but when I left the house, I realized that they didn't open until 10 and the Hyde Park store opened at 9. So I got there and I was there for about 2.5 hours because Lumpy was here at the condo and we have the app Furbo and the little camera. So we just finally hooked it up and now we can see when he cries, and it like breaks my heart when I get notifications that he's been howling, but he's been doing better. Typically I don't find a lot of half off items because I feel like they've really been picked over, but because I was there on Friday morning, the color had just turned. I spent $124 in total. Let me grab my receipt and just see how many items I got. I found 2 receipts. One is the receipt from that Troico portfolio laptop bag, and I really wanted to get that, but they wanted to charge me $7.99 for it at checkout, which made no sense because they charged me $4.50 for the Coach bag. It's just funny. Anyways, I left that behind, but I had the original receipt was inside the bag and it was $50. Number of items purchased, 22. And I spent $124.93. My average cost of goods was $5.68, which is really great when you see some of the stuff that I got. So let's jump right into it. I'm kind of digging because I have all of my yellow tag items at the bottom of this bag, I believe. Oh, this was something that I got for myself, and I'll try to give you some try-on shots. This is an Urban Outfitters black cardigan. I guess I was feeling like the fuzzy eyelash type of sweaters. This was half off. I'm not sure if it's going to be long enough for me. It is a size large. It looks really cozy and soft, and it was $2.75. It had the yellow tag. These Kate Spade flats she gave me for $2. And I don't know why, because I feel like their shoes are usually a little bit more expensive. I thought these were adorable for Valentine's Day. And I also got a Brandy Melville backpack as well. That was like $4. So I was pretty happy with that. If you look at the inside of these shoes, they're in excellent condition. There shows a tiny bit of wear on the leather sole, and to me, they look a little narrow. They are a size, oh, it actually says they're an 8.5, which is my size. I would say they're a small 8.5 if you have a wider foot. But Kate Spade, New York, I loved the color combo here. This was kind of a vibe I was feeling. This is Brandy Melville. Then there was an Eloquii skirt that was, Eloquii is a plus size brand. It was like a midi skirt, very stretchy and cute, and it was black with red polka dots. And I thought, oh, with red hearts. And I was like, oh my gosh, this combo would just be so adorable for Valentine's Day. I ended up leaving the skirt behind, but I did get these 2 accessories. Aren't these so cute? I've been paying closer attention to Brandy Melville since I moved to Boston, because on Newbury Street there's a Brandy Melville store, and every single time we walk by that store there is a line down the street. And at first I thought it was just right after Christmas or leading up to Christmas, people shopping for Christmas or returns. But no matter when we go, it's now January 3rd, so it's still shortly after Christmas. But we've walked by probably 6 times, and every single time there is a line. So this looks like an older tag, I'm not sure. I was definitely feeling the Valentine vibe when I grabbed these pieces. So neither of those were yellow tags, but the shoes for $2 was such a great deal. I decided to ask about this sweater. This is a 100% cashmere sweater. The condition I thought was beautiful, and then I showed in the video when I was looking closely at it, you can see that this has all discoloration in the back, but the rest of it is beautiful. And I was thinking, you know, this would look striking with a black blazer over it, or like even a black vest. So I just asked her about it, and she's like, I'm not supposed to do this, but she gave it to me for 50% off. So $2.75, 100% cashmere. Even if I don't sell this, I personally would wear this. And this doesn't have any stains or like holes. I did go to their website, and this retails for over $100. Yeah, so I always find brands that are pretty new to me in Boston. This is one that I had never seen before, so I was really happy to scoop that up. This is the other cashmere piece that I got that I spoke about in store, and this is a brand called Kuyana, which I am very familiar with. I have a leather bag from Kuyana. I loved the style of this. Here's the Kuyana tag. I actually wasn't even aware that Kuyana made clothing. I love the slouchiness of it. I love that it's neutral. It's got kind of a mock neck. This little tag in the back though, it doesn't look exactly centered like it would be like a Kuyana tag. Honestly, I have no idea what that is doing there, but it's for me. So I'm gonna try this on as well for you and see how we like it. That was regular priced, so $5.49 for 100% cashmere. This was 50% off though. This is a Uniqlo shirt. I'm definitely gonna sell this. I don't know what currency this is, but it says 799 VND. Kind of like a chore jacket in a smaller size. Shirts I believe are $4.99, so I paid $2.50 for this, and it is new with tag. And I just think it's a nice minimal classic cotton style. I think it's like a great layering jacket, spring coat, or just if you're in a warmer climate, very classic looking. So for $2.50, I decided to grab it. Kind of enjoying the natural lighting here. I have all the lights out pretty much above me, and then I'm just using the light from my windows. There were a couple surprises today. This was one of those jackets that I just couldn't leave behind. I didn't have the best reception in there. It was really inconsistent. Like I would run a comp on Poshmark and then things would pop up, but then if I Google Lensed something, it wasn't working as well. I am usually intrigued by things that are made in the United States. I really liked the structure of this jacket. I did not recognize this, but it said made. I was like trying to Google Lens this swan. I couldn't get anything. If you look at the jacket this way, there was this like inner pocket, like this would be up against your back. And I thought that was really interesting too. You can like store things in there, but that's on the inside of the jacket. I noticed that the tag was in here. I couldn't get a brand on it still, but then it said at the bottom, www.outlier.cc. So I Googled that. It looks like a men's brand. Their jackets are like $300 to $700, some $800. I could not believe it. Made in the USA with Swiss fabric. I'm so happy I took it home. I always say it's really great to be curious when you're a reseller or just in life in general. There wasn't anything flashy about it. The fact that it was made in the USA kind of caught my eye. Then when I saw it said with Swiss fabric, I liked the design of it. It just felt like it was made with quality. Little things like this little guy right here that covers the top of the zipper, little things that showed me that there was some thought to this design. I have no idea what it will sell for, but it was certainly worth the $10. Worst case scenario, I'll give it to Jay. I think it will fit him. Let me know in the comments if you have ever heard of that brand. Outlier, pretty cool. I was really excited about that. This is the other thing that surprised me, and I surprised myself by buying it. You know, I've been kind of looking at trench coats in a way that I never have before because I want one for myself. I saw this, I realized it was new old stock, which means it is new with tags, but it's out of production. It's definitely vintage. If you're from the Boston area, you will know Jordan Marsh is a store we used to go to all the time. Was that a national brand? I know it was around here in Boston. And it had this tag that was hanging. So I'm like, this is a brand new jacket. Hart, Schaffner, and Marks, Jordan Marsh. So if you Google this brand, you will see some pretty decent comps. Some around $50, some around $150. I thought to myself, you know, this is new with tag. It also has this liner. It's like this houndstooth wool liner, really beautiful. And then it has this zipper. Here's the other tag. It doesn't have any marks. There's no moth holes. I mean, this is immaculate. And I really didn't want to take it home because it's big and it's bulky. I just couldn't resist. Made in the USA of imported fabric. This was $16.99 and it was an orange tag. So I was like, you know, this is new. This may not last. And just being out there and seeing what a new trench coat cost at modern stores like Madewell or Aritzia. I couldn't leave this behind. Let me know if you would have brought this home with you. Let me know where you would price this. I need to do a little bit more research. There aren't as many comps on new pieces of that brand. This is something that I frequently pick up when I see them. The Abercrombie & Fitch faux leather pants in the straight leg is even better than skinny for me. They're a size 26 or size 2. They're the 90s straight ultra high rise. They're in excellent condition, and these retail for close to $100, if not more, if I'm not mistaken. It's a good time of year, I think, to sell these pants. I think through the winter, they can be really fun for an outfit. Yeah, we'll see how these do. I like to pick up the 90s straight legs from Abercrombie if the price is right. So I did pay full price for these, which was like $7.49. The pants are a little bit pricey. This is the Christian Dior Monsieur. This was another yellow tag that I picked up. I don't know if this was the best because now that I'm looking at it, I'm seeing some wear around the edges of the sleeve. Like this was pretty well loved. Definitely gonna wash this. And it's missing the belt as well, but this was half off, so it was like $2.50 robes, or $2. I think robes are $3.99, maybe $4.99. Here's the Christian Dior Monsieur. I'm gonna save my favorite item for last. You saw it in store, you can probably guess what it is. This was one of the first things that I grabbed when I went in store. They had some of their nicer shoes at the counter, and I'm just a sucker for Birkenstocks when they're in good shape. And I love these for summer. These are just like the rubber Birks. I can't remember the name of these. They had these priced at $15. I don't think that's gonna be a huge profit in there for me, but I can probably get around $35 for these. They're super lightweight, they're really easy to pack. So I love my Birkenstocks, and I couldn't leave these behind, even though they were a little pricier than I would have liked. Luckily, I got so many things half off that my average cost of goods was still under $6, even though these cost $15. Also, something I'm super excited about for myself is I got myself these Ugg boots in a size 9. These I think are called the Sienna rain boot, and they are so nice. These were $20. If you look inside, you can see the shearling, and in a lot of Ugg shoes, if they're really worn, that gets really matted or they get really linty. I have a pair of hunter boots here in Boston, but they get very cold because they're not insulated, and I don't have like the little socks inside, and they're tall and they're a little bit bulky. These are perfect for when I just want to pop on some boots to walk lumpy. So I'm going to keep these here in the apartment. I did pay $20 for them, but they're amazing, and I think this was worth the whole trip today. I'm doing all right. I got this sweater, I got these boots. I'm hoping that that cashmere sweater fits. I was surprised I found so many things for myself today, but I'm really excited about these. Do you ever go to gift shops or bookstores and they have like the socks like these, or they also have they're like oven mitts, and sometimes they say really funny, inappropriate things. These socks are a little inappropriate, but I'm gonna give them to my sister-in-law because I think they're funny. They're her humor. I think she'll like them. And then this one, I like long walks to the library. I think these are really cute for the book lovers in my world. These were $1.99. They usually sell for like $8 to $10 in store. So I'm not gonna sell these, but I am going to just give them as little gifts. I think these are cute for my bookish friends. These were an unexpected hit when I saw the comps on these. I mean, not crazy, but these were $2.99 for this whole stack, and all of the original tags from Crate & Barrel are on this. Like, somebody never used these from what I can see. They all have the Crate & Barrel tag right on the back, and it says the square wine and dine made in the USA. I think I can get about $25 to $30 per 4-piece set. That is a really great return. You can put your wine, your stemware in here. You have your wine glass, and then you can put little hors d'oeuvres around your wine glass. Take your wine out when you need a sip, and then have a little cheese and cracker and olive on your little dine tray, wine and dine tray. How adorable is that? I was really excited to find these. They have these listed for $38 on Poshmark for a set of 6. This person has them listed for $79 in the darker wood, like in that walnut, which is really nice. We needed a cutting board, new from IKEA, and it was $2.99. I've been trying not to use plastic cutting boards, and that's what we have at home. My kids have been a little concerned about like the microplastics that are in our systems. So I thought it was good to get a wooden one. I was just gonna bring a plastic one from home, but since we have a lot of wood elements here, I just like it, and it was brand new. So $2.99, that is going to stay here. This also might go downstairs in our bathroom, but I want to put it in the drawer. I'm not gonna put it out on the counter. For whatever reason, I'm like, this looks like cute plastic. Like typically I'm not drawn to like plastic things, but it was these little nesting little containers in this light blue. Oh my God, this one smells just like powder. That's so funny. They're from like the 1950s, and I feel like they're very practical. And we have divided drawers in our bathroom downstairs, and I could put like cotton balls in here or like little trinkets, hair ties, things like that. They won't take up a lot of room, and they will just sit very nicely in the drawer. I looked them up, and some of the comps were really good. See how this one has like a little bit of a green trim on it? They're very like mid-century modern because they're from mid-century. I did not see any like this. A lot that I saw sold comps on had like a little floral pattern, a little bit more decorative. These are pretty plain. For all of my hard good people out there, what do you think? I was pretty excited about these. It was $2.99 for the set of 3. So they were like $1 a piece. They're very practical, very inexpensive, and very cute, I might add. And we kind of have like a little mid-century vibe here anyways. So those are gonna go downstairs in my bathroom. This was also a new to me brand. I was looking at the skirts. They were only charged $4.99, and I just thought this was really nice quality. And I didn't recognize the brand. It's called Splits 59. And then I looked up some comps on this brand, and they were pretty encouraging. I mean, I'm pretty confident I can get like $25 or $30 for this skirt. I'm gonna give this a try. I don't have many skirts or skirts in my closet, so it's super easy to photograph, super easy to ship. Won't take up a lot of room like that giant trench coat I bought. But I'm excited to try this brand out. Let me know if you've ever heard of Splits 59. And this, I'm very selective with Athleta, because Athleta tends to sit sometimes for me, but I loved this coffee colored legging. I love that this had pockets, and you can always tell with some of the newer styles from Athleta, which I really appreciate. Athleta has the style right on there. So it's very easy to look up, and I happen to have coverage at this moment. So when I looked these up, I saw some good comps on the Salutation Stash tights, size small. I thought they were just adorable. I love this little V in the back on the booty. I think that's a real flattering cut. It's got the pockets. I'm hoping for about $30 for these. So I'll probably list them around $38 or $40. Okay, I think just 2 more items. I was really excited when this bag came out. So if you're from New England, you maybe have heard, or maybe even if you're not from New England, you may have heard of Sea Bags. This is a brand out of Maine. They use sails from sailboats, use this fabric to create bags, and they are not inexpensive. So this is a collaboration between Sea Bags and Life is Good. Life is Good is not like a brand that I typically pick up. I feel like I have a lot of Life is Good in my closet because my mother-in-law bought it for my boys and for Jay for years. As the years passed and the kids were done wearing them, I have sold some of it. But this collaboration is really good. The original price on this particular bag was $160. They charged me maybe $5 or $6. I was thrilled. And this was not there when I first got to the store, which was shortly after they opened. This was towards the end, and I was just making the rounds. I was back over by the shoes and the bags, and this was on display. So I was like, oh my gosh, new with tag. As soon as I saw this, I bolted for this piece because I know this tag before. I have found Sea Bags at the bins before. I think somebody gifted me a Sea Bag that had a lobster on it. But yeah, this is a fun brand to pick up. New with tag. Somebody must have just recently been gifted this because this is on a current website right now. I love the knotting right here. total nautical brand, really nice quality. It's all lined on the inside. It also has the sea bag stamp. You can see pretty lightly with Life is Good, the little collaboration there. Amazing. But what I'm most excited about is the Coach bag that I also found at the same time that I found that, but this was tucked away, and I swear I had looked earlier and didn't see anything, but this is the Coach City bag. This is real vintage Coach, and it's so beautiful. I don't know if I'm gonna sell this because I absolutely love this color, and I'm going to give it a bath. I'm gonna submerge this in some warm soapy water. I'm gonna do the soup to nuts and restore this bag. It's really not in bad shape, but you can see that there are some marks on it. So I would like to just clean this really nicely. The interior is in pretty great shape, if I remember. Look at the inside of it. It's in beautiful condition. Here's the tag, and all I did was type in this number right here. I think I have a better picture of it. And up popped, you know, vintage Coach City bag. I think it's like 9790 or 9097. There are a couple stains, but it's not like the leather is worn and the piping is coming through. So I thought this would be such a great candidate for a Coach bath. And you can't always submerge the new Coach bags into a warm bath like you can the vintage. But because this is just basically all leather, there's really no fabric on here. It's just all the leather. I listened to 2 videos about doing Coach bag baths on my way home from Goodwill, and I'm so excited to do this. I think I'm gonna start it here, but it takes a few days. The final step is, you know, conditioning it with some nice leather conditioner. I think I may even have a Coach conditioner at home, $4.50. These can sell anywhere from $50 to $175. It really depends on the condition. It depends on the colorway. Some listings are much better than others, and there are a lot of these out there, but to me, there's like nothing like classic Coach leather, and this is beautiful. The color is gorgeous, and I can't wait to restore this. This is a perfect little project. The turnkey lock works really well. I'm hoping I can get those stains off. And I can't wait to show you what it looks like when I'm done. And I'm either going to keep it for myself or I will sell it. Either way, this was a huge score for $4.50. Certainly between these 2 bags, if I was to sell these 2 bags, this would pay for this entire haul and then some. I do think that trench coat is also going to fetch a pretty penny. I got some stuff for myself. I got some Birkenstocks potentially for Jay, some cool accessories for the apartment, and I got it all for $124. So I would say it was a really successful trip to Goodwill. I'm never disappointed when I go thrifting in Boston. Let me know what your favorite piece was. If any of these newer brands that I discovered today for the first time, if you have heard of them before, I'd love to hear in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I'll be back real soon with another video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks again to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description to save 30% off